go over the somewhat confusing and, in my opinion, controversial Iso-8 blue blog post. They're calling it Tier 2, but we'll just call it blue. Also on Facebook, we've got, I'm going to say her name wrong, but this is going to be the 5th member of Infinity Watch, Phyla-Vell. So we're expecting the patch. Well, here's the thing. There's a data mine that says the 2nd. So it could be Tuesday, it could be Wednesday. Data mine's not like official or anything, but there is a data mine suggesting that the patch is going to be on Wednesday, but wait until you see the official in-game notification. Now, let's go to the intro to T2 ISO, and I'm going to explain the way that my understanding the way it works, and it's a little bit different than the way it's worded, and the way that it's worded can be interpreted a couple different ways. So we're just going to go over it, and we're going to take this all in a grain of salt until we actually get to see it live in action when it comes live with the patch on Tuesday or Wednesday. Greetings, Commander, fresh from the Scientist Supreme Lab. The next phase of the team customization is nigh. T2 Blue Iso-8. And the latest update to Iso-8 increased the power and capabilities of your character, introduced the new orbs for the Iso-8 story after relation to the Doom raids moving forward. Let's dive in. To unlock the power of T2 Iso-8, a level 75 character will need to equip a T1 green Iso-8 level 5 crystal in each of the 5 slots and a T5 level 5 class upgrade to the Matrix. It'll cost 10,000 T1 ions in order to upgrade. So I really wish they would have just called this like Skirmisher 6 or Skirmisher 7 or Skirmisher 8. It'd be so much clearer. But I think they wanted to call it blue to make it more fancy and because they're going to use different orbs and a different currency. But really, it's just ISO 6, Skirmisher 6 and Skirmisher 7. Let's just keep going. It'll cost, when you upgrade the Matrix, the equipped T1 crystals will be consumed, but their stat bonuses will remain. Each individual class must be at T1 level 5 in order to be upgraded to T2. So a lot of people say, oh my God, does that mean I need to have Fortifier 5, Fortifier, Striker 5, Skirmisher just to put blue? No. If you want to do blue Skirmisher, you means have to have a 5 ISO green Skirmisher to do the blue one. Which it would just be so much easier if they called it Skirmisher 6 and Skirmisher 7 and Skirmisher 8. But no, they've got this kind of strange wording. So yeah, if you want to go to blue Skirmisher, you have to have a 5 Skirmisher green to go to the blue. Because it's like Skirmisher 6, right? But no, you don't have to have all 5 of the classes maxed out. Well, you do if you want to do each individual one. If you want to be able to toggle between blue Striker and blue Healer, you're going to have them all at 5 done. So it is what it is. All right. So this is going to make changing classes super expensive. It really is. And the thing that's frustrating about this post is that there is absolutely nothing about accessibility and having more access to the green. None at all, other than spend money. And we're going to get to that part of the best part of the video, the blog post here. Upon equipping T2 crystals and upgrading the classes, the T2 ISO will grant certain stat increases, and each class will have more significant increase to specific stats. T2 ISO 8 will grant new bonuses each class, which will be added to another level to your text. Here's an overview of the level 3 updates for each class. Now, in the test servers, there was level 4 and level 5. It looks like initially on launch, there's only going to be level 3, and there has been some modifications. And so for now, the cap is going to be level 3. Why can't we just call it ISO 8? It'd be so much easier just to call it ISO 8. Striker. Strikers have simply yet powerful new upgrade. When enemy has at least 2 vulnerable, and this is very interesting because this seems very powerful right here. And there's going to be some updates to Skirmisher where they can actually apply 2 vulnerables. But strikers will deal additional damage based on their max health. Maxed health, that's great. We're seeing that also right now with the rework to Nebula to the enemy, including the striker's potency. This damage also bypasses armor and barrier. That's huge. This seems, in my opinion, very powerful. We're gonna have to see how this goes, but it'll consume the 2 vulnerables, and you have to have 2 vulnerables on there. But with the reworks to skirmishers, that looks like it'd be a little bit easier to do. Fortifier. Fortifier gains several bonuses with T2 ISO 8. To further protect a character on turn, Fortifier gains minor defense up. Fortifier will also gain barrier on spawn based on their max health. Seems kind of mediocre still. Healer. In addition to increasing the strength of active healing, healers will receive 2 additional effects of T2 Iso-8. On attack of a healer's target has vulnerable, they'll clear a bleed, minor bleed from the ally with the lowest health. It seems super situational. This seems so situational if you ask me. It's only going to remove the bleeds from the lowest health. Why can't it just remove a bleed from a random hero or whatever? But it seems like it's going to, I don't know. Seems very situational. At T2 level 3 healers will start applying regeneration instead of minor regeneration. Cool. Skirmisher, I like this. Skirmishers not only complement Striker's update, but also get a couple bonuses as well. T2 Iso-8 Skirmishers will apply 2 vulnerable with their attacks. Awesome, because that's going to pair well with the Striker and the Striker Skirmisher combo. And being able to have 2 vulnerables is going to be a big deal for that super attack of the Striker. They gain extra focus for their clear, and lastly, Skirmishers will gain damage boost to their assets. Now, this is ISO 3. I'm curious if the ISO 5 is going to change, because there was some ISO 5s on the test server that were very interesting. I'm not going to get into it because they can change all of it, right? It looks like they've already changed it a little bit. But anyways, let's not get too far into it. Raiders. Summoners to Skirmisher Raiders will be spreading around vulnerable more generously with each attack. On active ability hits, they'll have a chance to bonus attack each enemy hit for piercing damage. And this was problematic inside of the test server because it added a lot of time to the attacks. And if you're currently timing out in Doom raids right now, this extra attack could make the timeouts even worse. And so hopefully they fixed that and it doesn't create timeout problems with this this Raider tag. Now, where to get ISO-8? Spend money getting into the Doom raid or just spend money. There's your answer. Spoiler alert, spend money. The main source of T2 ISO rewards will be updated to Doom 1 raid rewards, which you won't be able to get into after reaching a completion of, unless you spend money and buying a bunch of Ion offers to get your team ready for the Doom raids, because they've no clarification on whether or not they're still going to require ISO 4 for the first 2 legs, and then for the last 3 legs of the Doom raids, ISO 5. So no clarification whatsoever. Kind of tone deaf, if you ask me. After reaching a completion of 30% or higher, you earn the new T2 Iso-8 credits, which are comparable to Purple Gear credits, and they'll open your choice of new roll orbs. The new roll orbs will reward 2 crystals for the specified roll of the center pillar, 1 for another random roll of left pillar, and T1 level 1 ion in the right pillar. Rounding out new orbs will be the basic 2 Iso-8 orb, which is similar to the T1 counterpart. Now that's a lot of gobbledygook. It's just going to be more orbs. Orbs on orbs on orbs. So where to get Iso-8 to? Spend money buying a bunch of ions to make sure you get to the entrance requirements of the Doom raids. Or there'll be some offers. Or you just buy the offers. Spend money or spend money is how the availability of Blue ISO. Granted, this is kind of late game stuff. I don't think it should be available. It's definitely in-game stuff. There'll be some offers for T2 Iso-8 so players can jump right in, but there'll be limited qualities to the amount that can be purchased. Of course, right? Just like what they do right now with Gear 13s. It's limited. Oh my God, you need Gear 13s? Guess what? It's limited. Don't buy more than 3. Don't do it. I'm salty, man. At launch, you'll be able to upgrade to level 3 and be able to upgrade to level 4 and 5 in the future. We'll see how that plays out. Look forward to seeing creative ways community to utilize T2 Iso-8, and always we welcome your feedback. I guess I'm just going to have to wait and see how this plays out when the patch goes live, which could be tomorrow. But according to this data mine, looks like it's going to be on Wednesday. But come hang out with us on Twitch when you see the servers go down, and we'll be here to master beta test all of this fun stuff as soon as it does go live. Let me know what you think in the comments section about all of this. Are you excited? I'm not really that excited about this, to be honest with you. I think the Doom raids and the requirements getting the Doom raids has really put me off to this. I wish it was like so powerful and so interesting that I would just naturally, organically want to upgrade this stuff rather than being compelled to upgrade it just to get into a Doom raid, which is the only place I'll be able to earn these things unless I just spend money. I don't like it. I don't like the way it reads. I guess we'll find out more when it comes out later in the week. All right, guys. Thanks for watching and keep on gaming. Bye.